What's going on, guys? It's me again, Traybone 777. Alright, and today what I wanted to talk about was it was actually a topic I've been on, but today what I want to specifically talk about was this again, the PlayStation Vita. Well, you can see by the title it says the PS Vita is not just a gaming device. Okay? Now, I'm kind of hearing people saying that, the Vita is for gaming, mostly. And it is true. It's a gaming device, alright? But it's not just a gaming device. I'm kind of getting sick of people saying that this is just a gaming device. Especially from fanboys saying that, fanboys, hardcore gamers. You see, when you keep saying that this is just a gaming device, that is not going to make you sales, especially if it could do more than just gaming, alright? Let me tell you something. When people compare this, the PS Vita, with a smartphone, this is an Android phone right here. Now, I kind of get what you're saying. I can see how you could get mad when people compare them. But when I compare them, it's a lot different. I go by this basic stuff of what they do have. You see, remember what I said in the last video. These both got touchscreens. They both got a front and back camera. They both got microchips in them. And they both could do internet browsing. So how can you really say that the Vita right here is just a gaming device? You see, you're marketing your own product bad. In fact, let me show you some things about the Vita. I'm going to turn it on right now. Hopefully you see this. And this is why I think you as a fanboy is not really supporting your company or your product. Okay? So let's wait for this thing to turn on and let me show you a few things about it, because it seems like you're not getting the idea. I'm going to turn up the volume on here. In fact, let me show you this. Let me put it on. I'll put a music application on here. Okay? In fact, hopefully you can see this. See, you could go to songs. See? I'm just making sure you see this right here. Can you hear it? Hopefully you can hear this. Alright. Right there, that shows you it's not just a gaming device right there. Another thing, let me show you what else the Vita can do. Alright. Let's see. Right here, web browsing. Alright, that's not for gaming. Web browser is not for gaming. You see that right here? The web browser is definitely not for gaming. Alright, so how can this really just be a gaming device? One more thing let me show you. In fact, I might have to show you two more things. Let's go to photos right here. See? Right here. Look at this. It's a camera and a camcorder. So how can it be just a gaming device? Might not be as great as picture quality as this right here. However, though, I just worried about that it has a camera or whatever. You see, if you get into one of them situations or scenarios where your SD card is full on here and it's not on here, can always use this as backup, especially if you don't have a regular camera. Okay, so yes, the Vita is not just a gaming device. Another thing I want to show you, although I don't have any of these on here yet, you could do Netflix. You can also do videos. You got a Facebook app. You got a tweeting app for Twitter. You see what I'm saying? So how are you saying that the PlayStation Vita is just for gaming? Now, a lot of you fans and hardcore gamers just still don't get it. And you're the same ones that probably that be getting mad and defensive over when people compare these, you were probably the same one saying that when you had an Xbox 360 or PS3, let's mainly stay with these two consoles. Nintendo probably won't be in this because Nintendo really don't have to worry about all the features like that. Alright, but PlayStation to Xbox. You see, you were able to download music and movies into these devices. You know, you could play, you could get on the web browser on the PS3. You said the PS3 had a Blu-ray player. It also had a DVD player. I think I said internet web browsing. Also had, what's it called? You could play music, put photos on there. And there was something else. You could even video chat with people. And there's another feature that I can't think of right now. But I know it had nothing to do with gaming. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, CD players. In fact, you could rip music into your device. You see what I'm saying? Place MP3s and MP4s. You as fans were talking about that heavy. But now when we comparing these two things, they could do almost the same exact thing. It's just that this right here has buttons and it's more dedicated to gaming, but it's not a dedicated handheld device. You see what I'm saying? This was more for phone calling. It could do more things than just calling people, but calling was the most dedicated thing on here, but it's not a dedicated phone. You see what I'm saying? Now, how are you going to say that you support your product if you know you don't talk about all the features on there, or you're talking about the features on here and don't use them, or get defensive when people are comparing these two together? You see what I'm saying? You're just not understanding. Alright? PlayStation Vita is not just a gaming device. I'm not going to use it just for gaming. You see, when you look at it from just gaming, this is going to make the casuals not want to buy this. You got to make sure that this appeals to casual people. Alright? That's who's always going to determine the sales. You might think as a hardcore gamer or a fan that that you make sales, and you do in the beginning, but in the long run though, that's what we're worried about. The long run. Who makes the sales in the long run? The casuals do. Alright? That's why people are buying 360s now than ever. See, if it appeals to the casuals, they're going to buy it. That's who helps the company out. Not you as hardcore gamers. And half of you that are hardcore gamers, you didn't even buy this device when it first came out. And you're talking about how good it is. You said it should cost this much. Some of you said that, and now you're saying it shouldn't. You see, and you're supposed to be the fan and hardcore gamer of this. I just don't get that. You see what I'm saying? You're the ones not marketing this right. Alright? Like I said, this will do good in this market if you market it right, with this alongside with it. Remember, like I said in other videos, these are both tablets. One for calling, one for playing games. Alright? See, it all has one functionality better than the other. You see what I'm saying? You gotta know how to market the PlayStation Vita right. Remember, it is not just a gaming device. Alright? Quit saying that. You're the ones talking about using the 75 to 85%. Well, that's my rule, the 75 to 85% of the features that you do talk about. Alright? You're the ones talking about using all these features, and you don't use it. You don't support it. You see, the casuals support most of that. You see what I'm saying? And the companies go by what the casuals do. That's why I'm saying that you gotta appeal to casuals in order to sell. You see, this is why Nintendo's still doing good. Okay? You gotta remember, their games appeal to both hardcore and casual people. You see, when they appeal to casuals, that's where you're gonna make your money. You see? A hardcore Nintendo person, knows about Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, whoever on there. Alright? And you know what? The casuals know a lot more about that over a PlayStation or Xbox character, or exclusives on those. We know PlayStation exclusives, but the casuals don't. Not all casuals do. Casuals know more about the Nintendo ones. That's why Nintendo still does good. They don't need all them features. They got a good fan base, and the casuals know a lot about it. You see what I'm saying? That's why you gotta market this for casuals. Quit saying this is just a gaming device. All right? Quit saying that. If it can play music, play videos, record, do web browsing and all that, the Vita is not just a gaming device. All right? If you want this to sell good, quit saying it's just a gaming device. Otherwise, casuals will not buy it. All right? You want your product to do good, Sony fans, right? Xbox fans too. Don't you want your products to do good? See, we got all features on here. Hopefully you use the 75 to 85% of the features you're talking about. Alright? Because if you don't, I'm going to expose you real quick. I don't want to hear you talking about features and you don't use it. Alright? Just don't even tell me that bull crap. Okay? I want this device to do good. Don't you as a fan? If you want this device to do good, market it a little bit better than just saying it's just a gaming device. Alright? And that's how the PlayStation Vita, Sony products, Microsoft products will sell good. Other than that, Nintendo's still going to be solid. Alright? You saying Nintendo's going to be out of the business? Nah. Too good of a fan base and too many casuals know about it. Alright? So don't give me that bull crap that Nintendo's going out. Nah, they're not. Alright? But you, as fans of Sony and Microsoft, if I had a Microsoft product, you gotta show that you care about your stuff. But mainly this was about PlayStation Vita, okay? If you want the PlayStation Vita to sell good, stop saying it's just a gaming device, and more casuals will buy it. And I guarantee that. I'm telling you this about how I feel, and I think this is all facts, and I think this is all truth. Okay? Just remember, market it more than just a gaming device, and this will sell good, even in this economy. Well, I'm Dre Bone 777. See the tattoos right here, and I'm out. Peace.